So in case you haven't been keeping up with the news, House Republicans have blocked a measure that would have been able to bring a vote forward to vote on whether or not the Epstein files should be released to the public.
Breaking news, the Republican-controlled House Rules Committee has just voted to block the release of the Epstein files. Joining us now, the member of Congress who forced that vote, Democratic Congressman Khanna of California. Congressman Khanna, give us the latest situation with the House Rules Committee.
Well, it's very disappointing. I had a very simple amendment that the full Epstein files should be released. It went for a vote to the House Rules Committee. Jim McGovern, who is the ranking member for House Democrats, made sure that all 4 Democrats voted for the release. Ralph Norman, a Republican, actually joined with the Democrats, saying that there should be a vote on the full release. Chip Roy didn't show up for the vote, but 7 other Republicans blocked it. So as of now, there is going to be no vote tomorrow, up or down vote on whether the Epstein files should be released.
Madam Chair, the Epstein files concern issues of abuse of women and abuse of children. You know, as the chair of the Democratic Women's Caucus, you often see me raising issues of we need to address this. And not only that, but Republicans and the MAGA world have said they want to know about this. Your constituents want to know. So the question is, why are they not just releasing them? And I think it's a simple thing to do. And you're going to be asked to vote whether you require the release. That's going to be a simple vote. Will you require the release? Is there anything that needs to be hidden? If there isn't, then just release the files. Silence those who would question it. So every Republican on this committee should be able to easily vote yes. That is the vote you will be making as to whether it should go forward to the floor for that.
Now, it's my understanding, and this is like a very simplistic way of putting it, but it's my understanding that what actually got blocked was this procedural vote that would have given Democrats the floor for a period of time. In other words, the Democrats could have brought anything they wanted to the floor for a vote, including this thing here that they were trying to do. They would have brought forth a vote to force everybody to say whether they do or do not want the Epstein files to be released. Now, it's being portrayed as the Republicans blocked the release of the Epstein files, because technically that's kind of what they did, because that was the matter before us. They didn't want to give Democrats the floor to be able to bring it up. Now, here's Marjorie Taylor Greene giving you some bullshit excuses as to why.
I got to correct something real quick.
Please.
So it's being reported that House Republicans unanimously voted to block the release of the Epstein files, and I want to straighten out the record right now. That is not true. If I could vote, okay. If I could vote to release the Epstein files, guys, you would have my vote. I would vote yes. Here's what just happened. It was a procedural vote, and we have these all the time. It's called a PQ. It's voting on the previous question. And if the Democrats had won the previous question, which I know sounds insane, it's one of these crazy rules in the House that are hard to understand, that means they would control the House floor. And that means they could bring up anything. They could bring up impeachment articles against President Trump. They could bring up a whole package of insane Democrat agenda items and force votes on the House floor on these things. That's what we voted against. We never allowed Democrats to have control of the House floor because we control the House floor.
Yes.
So it's a misunderstanding.
Okay, it was a procedural vote that would have given Democrats control of the House floor in order to bring forth a vote on whether or not we would have released the Epstein files. She's saying they could have brought anything, but that's a bullshit excuse, because even if you gave the Republicans, or the Republicans gave Democrats control of the House floor right now, and the Democrats brought forth impeachment, articles of impeachment, or a new spending bill that raised taxes on the wealthy, they wouldn't have enough votes to pass it because Republicans have the majority. They wanted control of the floor to bring forth this bill, or this measure. Are we going to release the Epstein files? Now, you say, you want to look into the camera and go, if you could have my vote, I would vote to release it. Well, you control the House. Your party does. Bring forth a bill. If the Republicans according to you, are willing to vote to release the Epstein files, then they don't need to give the Democrats control of the House floor in order to do it. They could just bring forth a bill right now, today. Standalone bill. Are we releasing the Epstein files? Yes or no? And have a vote. You don't get to blame Democrats for wanting to bring a vote forward by saying, we don't want to give them control because they bring forth all kinds of stuff that we would vote down. When you yourself have the power to bring forth a vote right now to decide whether or not we're going to release the Epstein files. Marjorie Taylor Greene is playing bullshit semantics here when she knows goddamn good and well all Speaker Johnson has to do today is say, we're voting on whether or not we're releasing the Epstein files. They won't do that because they know enough Republicans will vote against it that it'll make them look complicit in the covering up of international pedophile rings. That's what's going on, Marjorie Taylor Greene.